Hello, good morning everybody. Welcome to Zodiac Attack. My name is Aquarius and I just recently made this a separate channel for just for me to just kind of talk about stuff that I don't really talk about on the normal channel. So just wanted to explain that really quick just so people aren't like, why is this content being posted here? This isn't what you usually make. Just in case people come here from that channel. But anyways, today I will be talking about something I think a lot of people will relate to. I hope I'm not the only one that relates to this, because there's no way the world's just that unfair, right? But today I'm gonna be starting my new job at Walmart. Yay. Don't really know how excited I am about it. I'm excited because I'm starting a new job, but so that's the main part I want to talk about. Is I'm excited for starting a new job, but I'm nervous. And it's like, okay, here I am, 26 years old, working. I don't even know how many jobs I've had this far. Like, this is like my 8th, probably more job now. And I've had so many jobs because I'm truly just indecisive, and I'd rather do this than anything around me. Take a sip of tea real quick. But what I was thinking about is, why am I nervous? And I know I won't be the only one to be like around like an adult and start a new job and still get nervous. Now, I want to say, for me, the reason I get nervous is because of dealing with so much other bullshit at other workplaces, right? Just dealing with so much bullshit from other places. It leaves just a bad taste in your mouth. It leaves a terrible experience in your mouth. And it's easy to just blame, the past stuff, like, oh, like, this happened. Like, I feel like it's too easy, because you might miss out on, like, actually good stuff, because you're like, oh, this bad thing's gonna happen again. I know it is, because this manager's the same as this other manager. Like, sometimes I'll think about it that way in my head. Does anybody else do that? So, for those of you who have known me on my other channel for a while, or just know me on YouTube, I've made like several videos of me just ranting about work experiences. I never went into too much detail on all of my experiences though, but now I have that opportunity, right? Oh, hey girl, hey kitty cat, you joining in this podcast? But anyways, Mayor, I would like to just for a moment rant about some stuff that I've had to deal with in my experiences that genuinely have me nervous, because I don't want to experience these things again at work. But now I just have that constant panicky feeling of, I'm glad I'm starting this job, it's gonna be good and all, but I just have a feeling some bullshit is lurking around the corner. No, okay, let me think of the craziest job I've ever worked that just kind of ruined my whole image of professionalism, and just made it very clear that a lot of companies have stuff on paper to protect them and fuck you over. I got better lighting so that people can actually see me. So, I used to work at a place called Keystone Job Corps. They're not only here, I'm sure people know of them, maybe. I didn't really know they existed until I worked at one. But just some of the management there, it was so... Now, this place is a federal job. It's... When you work there, you're under the federal government. So you might think, yo, this place has all of its stuff on point. All of its policies are really like well written, and just it's that kind of stuff. Just it's a good foundation for a company, right? No, no, there was so many holes in this stuff, and it's like it's a school, so there's younger people under the watch of this place, yet there is still some flaws in their stuff. Like, for example, they have smoking areas. This is just one example of some bullshit in this place, okay? This isn't really specific to like my job there, but kind of, because it's like I would be working there and learning this stuff and thinking, dang, this is who I'm representing. So there's smoking areas around everywhere, but the students aren't allowed. I can't talk. The students aren't allowed to have cigarettes. Like they aren't allowed to just have them unless they go and buy them on the weekend if they're old enough. But it's like, why limit them to the certain? It's weird. It was so just convoluted. Gotta take a tea sip, man. But while I was there was also just some very toxic management. Come here, kitty. So when I was there, I kind of dealt with this situation where now it's like I'm not even worried about people accusing me of playing the victim in this anymore, because they already got, this is in the past. This is already over, and like I didn't even want to fight it to begin with. Shouldn't even have been a fight thing, but it ended in a good way for me, I guess. Like it's, you know, when like the bad guys are like convincing the world that convincing everybody that someone else is the bad guy, and then they finally get caught in the end, and you're like, yeah, that's what it felt like. So two girls just at this place I worked, from the start of me working there, just really didn't like me for whatever reason, and decided to just team up on me. You know, they would target me, just be like, you're not doing your work. Like I would come in some nights and they would be like, hey, could you do this thing since you didn't do it last night? Like they would do that kind of shit. Gaslighting, I guess you would call it. No, at first I really didn't care. I was already used to that kind of shit. Like, I was like, whatever, y'all got nothing else to do with it. You gotta like try to like make me feel like I'm not doing my stuff. And then as time passed, I don't know, they just seemed to get angrier and angrier. Maybe it was because I wasn't biting their bait and I wasn't like arguing with them, or I wasn't just feeding into their negativity, or what it was. I don't really know. Long story short, in time, I come into work, and now there's a lot to happen. Let me talk about this other element. Like there was like a weird suspicion, like everybody had this suspicion that one of the coworkers was with the manager, which creates a conflict, because now the manager wasn't going to reprimand the one of the two girls that would harass me for that harassment, because you know they're in cahoots. And it's weird the way things worked. There was like each dorm had its own manager and then sub managers, so it was like each dorm was its own little cult there. It was just so fucking weird. It's such a weird thing. Another topic for me to talk about another day. But this whole experience left a bad taste in my mouth, like with these two. And there was literally a time where I reported them, and not only did I report them, but they already had staff like looking at them for other stuff. And this one time, like the lady like freaked out on me because she accused me of doing something, and for the one time ever, like literally it was like a cartoon explosion moment. Sorry, my cat's going crazy. Where she was just like, you know, she did her accusatory thing, like, oh, do this since you didn't do it last night. And I was just like, what do you mean? I did do it last night. And she freaked out. This girl, like, she literally like slammed doors on the office. And I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna repeat it. But they had to write this down. But she called me though. You know what? Yeah. You could probably put the context together, because I don't even want to get close to saying it. But she called me that word that nobody wants to say, but with white before it. Like she called me a white N-word. I'll say it. I'll say that N-word so people know what I'm talking about. So tell me how like I literally just said, yeah, I did, and she freaked out. Like this lady must have had just pent up, I don't know, just some pent up problems at home. Anyways, stuff like that has left a terrible taste in my mouth. And now I won't say I was almost attacked, but she was literally like viciously attacking miscellaneous objects in the office. So okay. And then not only that, there's been jobs I've had where there's just these very sketchy people, and this one guy in particular would invite people to his house to hang out, and the people he would invite would all be like 20-year-old to 19-year-old young boys. Like, it was just really uncomfortable. And like, sadly I was friends with this guy for a bit, but like friends. And it was like, I just remember like me and another buddy of mine, we tried to, this was at like a warehouse job. We just tried to, well, actually my buddy stepped in, because like I stopped talking to this guy because he was weird, and he just really hated me because I just didn't keep talking to him. And one day he just got so pissed off and thought I was like talking shit on him or something, because someone probably said something about him, and he was just like, oh, it must have been him that said it. Well, nah, it was probably everybody. But this guy like freaked out on me a little bit, not really, but then like my friend got so mad about it that he stepped up and they were gonna fight each other. They never fought each other, but me and my friend literally went and like reported this guy together, right? Here's another thing that like left a bad taste in my mouth. We went and reported this guy, and I was like, hey, like, yeah, this guy's just being weird and doing all this stuff. I was trying to ignore him. Had a fight happen. Like, nobody got hurt, but like we argued and stuff. So I thought they were just gonna keep us away, you know? Like, nobody had to lose their job. We could just keep our distance. For a while, we did keep our distance. Until one day I come in and they tell me to go work in the area that this man is. So I'm like, why would you want me to go work in the area where he's at? It was weird. It was like if someone got a PFA and then they're like, oh, well, now you have to go live with them now. So in your head you're like, but all right. What I'm trying to think of, there's so much like little stuff. But the thing is, I think like as you grow up, you learn to just not let all the little stuff at work bother you. It's just stuff you start to accept as being part of it. Like, you're just like, here comes that shitty part of the day where I go in and this happens. And that's the kind of stuff I hate, though. And that's why I'm genuinely nervous to start at Walmart. Because it's like, even though it's Walmart, I could already imagine just all the bullshit that might happen. Because you got the retail elements. Like, you have the retail elements like Turkey Hill. I don't even want to rant about Turkey Hill. I'm so skinny. And then, like, you just have the other departments, so you just have like more topics for there to be drama that revolve around. And it's just like, to be real, the area I'm in, the Walmart I'm working at, is a pretty small town, so all the people are gonna know each other. I'm gonna be some new guy that's coming in out of nowhere. It's gonna already give me the high school vibes of back in high school. So it's like, I just know something's gonna happen. No, I don't want to have that bad expectation. I don't want to have that expectation of like, oh, I'm going in and there's just gonna be little signs everywhere. But truthfully, that's how it's been. Like, at every workplace I have had in PA, that's how it always is. And I try to shut it off, but then it's like, let me know if I'm the only one. Like, you try to shut it off and you go to, say you start a new job. You're like, okay, let me like have an open mind. Sure, I can imagine how bad this would be, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm dumb. And then like, maybe on like your first week or first day, like slowly you start to see the red flags just like, just trying to like get your attention. You're like, be positive. This is a good job. It's good. Everything's going fine. I could stay here for a whole year. And there's like more red flags waving. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be like that at Walmart. Yeah. By the way, everybody, I apologize if I sound kind of not the best for this first podcast, because I have been sick, which is why I've been taking a break from doing ASMR. It sucks. With all that aside, if you would like to support me and my freedom from Walmart, please consider going and subscribing to my ASMR channel, which you can find Aquareyes ASMR. I will put the link below. And also consider subscribing to this channel where I just do kind of anything. Gameplay, I have this. Seriously though, let me know if you have had to deal with any kind of bullshit work experiences like this. And I know I'm not the best at explaining stuff, but I hope that y'all understand just what I mean by that, like, preconceived fear of going into starting a new job, and just you want it to go good, but you have so much doubt in your gut, and I hate it. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to be that negative, but please let me know if you are also that negative, I guess. Let me know if you kind of think about it that way too. Am I the only one that overthinks it like that? And you start a new job and you're just kind of like, this is gonna be shit, because that's, I don't know. And have you ever worked at Walmart? I'm curious how many people have worked at Walmart and you're just like, man, this guy's gonna come back talking about this and this. You never know. Maybe this will be a good job. Maybe I won't hate this job. But so far, every job I have, I fucking hate, except for YouTube. So once again, please fucking subscribe to this shit. But yeah. Wish me luck, everybody. Wish me luck, and I wish all of you luck if you are starting a new job out there. I will see you all in the next Zodiac Attack video, whatever it's going to be. Real quick at the end of this, since I don't think that many people are gonna watch this, I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna say fuck it and leave this here, because it's an idea in my head that I have to execute or it's never gonna happen. I have been wondering if there's people out there in the world who maybe want to collaborate or become a creator themselves to any degree. Maybe you just want to be an editor or cameraman, or if you just want to be on camera yourself, I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't know, I think I'm at the point where I want to like work with other people on making videos instead of just always making videos myself. I think that is something that all art requires every now and then, is a little collaboration. So yeah, honestly, I was trying to make this channel a little bit of a format to have anything, like have any content, just for potentially if other people wanted to join me. Because, I mean, there's so much content to make, it's like nobody's gonna want to just make one thing. So yeah, that's like with ASMR right now, it's like I love doing that, but it's weird to do collaborations. Like, you can't like work with, you could, but it's not what I would want to do while working with other people. I want to make funny stuff with other people, like straight up some prank type stuff. So yeah, there's that. I know that nobody's really gonna like do this shit because it's like I don't have money for paying people, but maybe I will one day. I don't know. But sometimes you gotta do stuff just until the grind works, and then you can reap the benefits from it. Like, sometimes you don't reap immediate benefits from it. So I'm just throwing that out there at the end of this. You never know. Maybe people will want to join me on this. Shaky cam. Anyways, that is going to be it for this. I hope that you all enjoyed this little podcast. Thank you for joining me here, and I will see you in the next of whatever video I decide to make. Goodbye, everybody.